Okay, check this out. That's a Tim Hortons in Mexico. And that is the Tim Hortons drive-thru in Mexico. Good morning from San Luis Potosi. Still can't get over this place, how awesome it is. I was only here for one day, but man did I enjoy it. So I'm off this morning, had breakfast in the hotel adjacent, or in the restaurant adjacent to the hotel. And I'm off for 208 kilometers. It is morning map time. So I'm leaving here today from San Luis Potosi, which was awesome. I can't stress that enough. And I'm heading down to Querétaro. So still heading south. I actually had to switch sides on the map because I ran out of map on the other side. There are other cool cities around here. There's Aguascalientes, there's San Miguel de Allende. These are all cities that are close by. Guadalajara is not that far, just off to the side. And Guanajuato, where I'll be going in a few days as well, is not that far. It's just around here. In Querétaro in El Centro downtown, and just another beautiful colonial city. I'm so impressed by both Querétaro and San Luis Potosi, where I was yesterday. They're both just beautiful, historic, well-kept cities, clean, super safe feeling. I just even wandered outside of the sort of more touristy area. Like people, nobody bothers you, people are very welcoming. Actually, I popped into a couple of shops, and it makes me remember that there's so much more than just the beach here in Mexico. These are places I definitely think people should make an effort to come. They're just both beautiful cities. They're just miles and miles of pedestrian friendly streets and well manicured trees and places to sit and just hang out, cafes, restaurants everywhere. You just spend hours and hours just wandering around and not see the same thing twice. Just think of the work required to maintain these trees the way they're pruned or groomed or whatever you call it. It's just amazing. Just such a beautiful square to hang out in, and clearly I'm not the only one who thinks so. Just got back to the hotel after spending most of the afternoon, most of the evening just wandering through the streets of Querétaro. Beautiful city, just love it. Can't say enough about these last two nights, both here and then last night in San Luis Potosi and also Zacatecas. All just beautiful colonial cities. Walking around, saw everything, including orchestra playing in the band shell in one of the squares. Street food vendors out. I had some elotes, which is just, it's boiled corn, and you can either get it on the cob with a stick and they dip it in mayonnaise. Sounds gross. It isn't. I got it in a cup. It's just easier to eat, and I make less of a spectacle out of myself. So they mix it with mayonnaise and cheese and chili and stuff like that. Chili powder. It's really good. Walked through the art gallery area. So there are galleries, and there are also a bunch of vendors on the street who are trying to sell some of their art and have it out on display. And just beautiful, beautiful city. The weather is great tonight. I was in shorts and a t-shirt all night, which makes me happy, and just really enjoyed it. So try to get a good night's sleep. I gotta head to Mexico City in the morning, and I'm picking someone up at the airport tomorrow in Mexico City, so that'll be a surprise.
And good morning, everybody. I'm just on the outskirts of Querétaro, heading to Mexico City. So we got about a 200-kilometer ride into Mexico City. That'll take me right into downtown where my hotel is. I've only driven Mexico City once. It is a big place, it is a busy place, but it was manageable. So interesting thing, they have a pollution control system where you can only drive on certain days based on the number your license plate finishes in. But on the internet you can print out a tourist permit, which allows you for up to 14 days a year. So you can do that in 2 7-day stints. It allows you to drive whatever day regardless of what your plate ends in. So that's good, because this way I don't need to worry about am I allowed to drive or not on any given day. But my intent is to just park the motorcycle at the hotel when I get there, and then to leave the city at the end of our stay there. If ever you're looking for this program online, if ever you do need that permit, just Google the words, the Spanish for today don't drive, and it's Hoy no circula, I believe, which is HOYNOCIRCULA. That should take you there anyway. And then there's links on that website to printing out a permit for people from outside the state or outside the country.
I'm not sure if you can hear me, but on my way to Mexico City, I started spotting Tim Hortons all over the place, and finally there was one right next to the gas station where I was fueling at. So it looks like, I checked on Google Maps, it looks like there's about 8 or 10 Tim Hortons in Querétaro. So I had to try, and I'm only taking one bite for those of you who are worried about my sugar intake, and it's already been taken. It's a maple glazed, and it tastes exactly the same.
Welcome to Mexico City. I actually just got off what I think is the worst part, which is like the Periférico. It's sort of the ring road. But it still kept moving, mainly like at least at 60 kilometers an hour. It was just, it's a 2-level highway, so I think the GPS was getting mixed up with the top level. There's a couple of times it told me to exit, and then last minute it would say don't exit. So, but yeah, what am I, 8 kilometers away from the hotel? That's not too bad. But it is, in case you didn't know, Mexico City is the most populated city in North America, with an official population of just over 20 million, but unofficially I have heard and read that it's much more than that. Maybe in the area of 25 million people living in this city. Okay, Mr. Truck. GPS. So when I get closer, I use my phone, I use Google Maps, because it's just so much more, it has so many more things in it, obviously. And as you can see, I got 2 displays going. And I had set my main GPS to Palacio de Bellas Artes, which is over there. So I was following that, so I overshot the hotel, which is fine. Oh, I see the corner of the sign for the hotel. It's right on the corner.
Hi, and welcome to beautiful downtown Mexico City. Behind me is Palacio de Bellas Artes, one of the most iconic buildings in the city here. And so last night, I picked someone up at the airport. Look who joined me for Valentine's Day. So we are together for a week here in Mexico City, and we're also going to be traveling to some neighboring areas.